Welcome back. You know, it really didn't strike me until we were halfway through that second cocktail, and I mean the preparation, not the drinking of it. But as we were halfway through that second cocktail, that it really is the Flora show tonight here on Mountain Views. So we're featuring ingredients for the taste buds as well as for the palate that is your nose as well. And to that end, I'm very excited to welcome to the show a local perfumer. Please say hello to Amanda Walker from A Perfume Organic. How are you?
Well, how are you?
Good.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
This is so cool. I didn't plan it this way, I have to admit, but
it's exciting.
it is exciting.
The cocktails were delicious.
Weren't they good?
Yes.
Yeah, they're pretty good over there at Deer Valley. So tell us first about yourself and a little bit of background, since you're kind of not really bi-coastal, since we're here in the Intermountain West,
Not
but
quite.
it's sort of something like that, and an
quite.
interesting story of travel for sure.
Yes, well, I love scent, and I had kind of a nose for scent very young. I spent summers with my grandmother in Oregon, and we would play Avon Lady, and she, you know, she had this wonderful collection of beautiful vintage cosmetics and perfume bottles, and she would have me kind of sell them to her. So
Really?
Yeah, and we would go on nature hikes, and she would have me identify plants and the flora and fauna of the forest, and
Wow.
so I developed, you know, this sense of smell very early. And as a teenager, I noticed that you know, traditional synthetic cosmetics had a very strong kind of unnatural smell, and I wanted something that was more true, I guess, to what I had smelled, you know, as a youngster. And so I started mixing my own stuff and looking for products or scents in the kitchen, like vanilla extract or orange juice, or you know, something to that sort, and mixing up my own concoctions. Like coconut butter is great for your skin, or jojoba is wonderful for your skin. And so I wanted to mix my own cosmetics and have them smell the way I wanted them to smell. And my friends liked them, and I liked them. So this is kind of a continuation of that.
So talk a little bit about what is it like to go from having fun with it, just mixing things up, seeing what you can do. I'm sure there was a lot of wonder and excitement to it, but it's a different life and a different pursuit to try to make a business out of it. What was the point at which you thought to yourself, I can or I should do this as a business as opposed to just for fun?
Well, working in multi-billion-dollar cosmetic companies in New York City, I had the opportunity to really study the market, and I noticed that there were no truly organic perfumes out there that were certified by USDA certifiers like Oregon Tilth from the United States. And I really wanted to offer that to customers like me who were looking for healthy scent and healthy fragrance, because in today's market there are 900 synthetic launches,
Right.
you know, perfume launches with anything from celebrities to, you know,
Sure.
Porsche has their own perfume. So, you know, you just never know. But, you know, for a consumer like myself who wants something that's good for you and actually therapeutic, or something like our wine perfume, who we worked with a sommelier to develop
cool.
a wine that smells like rosé, which is one of my favorites. So it's
kind of amazing to me. Did you find it a surprise that there wasn't a company that made scents, that made perfumes that were certified organic? It's kind of
very much so.
Really?
Very much so. Yeah, I mean, when I started formulating this and actually kind of combining notes and working with master distillers and natural perfumers, to try to kind of learn the history and how, you know, perfume kind of comes together, I was very discouraged. It was very closed door. You know, it was very secretive in the synthetic world, but the natural perfumers have, you know, much fewer notes that they can use, you know, only maybe about 400 or 500.
Sure.
But these distillers who are distilling, you know, local ingredients, it's fascinating to see what they're doing. I mean, there's a distiller in southern Utah, in Boulder, Utah, who is the only person in the world that I've been able to find who's distilling pinyon pine cones. And the scent is sweet and, piney and juicy, and it's just wonderful. And I can't believe that no one's kind of tapped into those natural resources and really brought it to market. So I'm hoping, people will really like these.
Sure.
Because I want to do more. I mean, we have 5, but I would love to have, an entire range. So
a great opportunity for you. It seems amazing that, well, I guess somebody always has to be the first, huh?
Yes.
Indeed.
I don't mind.
Good for you. So you're here in Park City. Talk a little bit about Manhattan, about New York, and about the decision to spend time here and to work here.
I love Park City. My family has lived here for over 30 years, so we're kind of uber locals. And growing up here, hiking in the hills and mountain biking and skiing and having all the scent memory from, yarrow and pine and aspens, and there's so much here that's fragrant that really kind of embedded itself in, my personal tastes as far as scent goes. And I'm here now looking for a place for a kind of a distillation laboratory, I guess, to create new things from local ingredients. And I've been working with local growers, local organic growers, like the Copper Moose. They're wonderful and have an incredible facility here. And kind of really trying to tap into American organic agriculture. We have amazing ingredients available to us. And France has kind of been the place for perfumers to go and get ingredients, but a lot of that production and a lot of that land is kind of being sold off to condominiums and, modern,
sure,
whatever, commercialization.
Yes.
And a lot of it's going to India and China. And it's kind of sad that we have so much here that is our taste, is to our liking, that we can really use and enjoy and bring to industry and create a new industry. So I want to bring that to market.
Very cool. Well, as we discussed a little bit before we came on air, I think that your sense for the marketing side of what it takes to go from just having fun playing with scents to understanding how a brand works and how to really capture people, I get the strong sense that you're right on target with this.
Well, thank you. I worked in advertising and had the opportunity to work with the founder of Tom's Shoes, who was a huge influence on me. I had never realized that a brand or a company could be philanthropic and have, be purposeful and be able to design products that were not only good for the environment but gave back. And I really place a lot of responsibility on product developers, that they need to be responsible for the things that they make. They need to be recyclable. Like our packaging is 100% post-consumer waste, and these boxes are embedded with flower seeds so you can actually plant them and they grow. And it's a whole kind of cradle to cradle. Thanks.
That is really cool.
Yeah, it's a whole cradle to cradle kind of product life cycle where they're recyclable. The juice, the perfume inside the bottle is organic and therapeutic and certified organic. It's also vegan, and we're certified by PETA. Yeah, because we don't want any animal ingredients. There are quite a few animal ingredients in perfumes. So
very cool. Great packaging, great bottles.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Of course.
Thank you.
Wonderful smells.
And they're great for traveling too. They have a rollerball applicator, so I travel a lot, so I want to be able to take perfume with me and just throw it in my bag and not worry about it spilling everywhere. And they're all oil-based, so they're excellent for your skin, and they're not flammable, and they're not made with petrochemicals, which a lot of synthetic alcohol-based perfumes are. So.
Absolutely. What else?
What else? Goodness, there's so much. Perfume is really addicting. I have been a collector for so long, and just the history is so rich. And I mean, I think that scent is a sense that's really kind of underappreciated. I bring up wine again because wine. People think a lot of it has to do with flavor, but we really only taste about 5 different flavors.
Right.
Wine is about 98% aroma. And I learned that very young, and I exclaimed as a child, "Mom, I can smell in my mouth." And she was like, "What?" And it's like, well, yeah, actually you can. The sensory part of your brain is the only part of your brain that's actually exposed to the outside world. So I could really, dork out and talk about all the, neurobiology of scent and how many, brain connections and things happen. Especially, you can smell when you dream, and I mean, it's so interesting. So I'm hooked. I'm addicted.
No question you are. And good for you, because I think that, and you used a phrase that I love, and that is dorking out.
Yes.
When you're dorking out, then it's not work. And it is a tremendous amount of work to found a company, to have enough throughput to stay with it, to get to the point where you get over that hump into success. And
oh, I hope so.
I have to say, Manhattan's loss is Park City's gain. It's great to have you here.
Well,
it
thank
seems
you.
entirely appropriate. Tell folks where they can find out more about A Perfume Organic.
We have a great website. It's aperfumeorganic.com. We're on Facebook, Twitter. I have founded a group called NYC Natural Perfumers, and there's a small group here called the West Coast Natural Perfumers, and we get together every month or so, and I host a dinner, and we drink wine, and I'm always buying perfume, so I bring samples, and we talk about scents and perfume. So I'll be throwing that up on our website and on Facebook soon.
Very good. Well, from the bottom of my heart, I wish you the best of success.
Well, thank you.
I'm not going to wish you luck, because you don't need it. You've got everything that you truly need to be a great success, and have fun.
Well, thank you.
I know you are. Thanks for coming.
My pleasure.
Nice to meet you. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Make sure to check out A Perfume Organic online. That's a .com, and wonderful scents. Check it out. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.